everyone. My name is Eileen Fontenot, and I'm a librarian here at the Thomas Crane Library. And today I'm chatting with Professor David Brown of Elizabethtown College in Pennsylvania. David will be joining us online Monday, March 15th at 7 p.m. to discuss his latest book, The Last American Aristocrat, The Brilliant Life and Improbable Education of Henry Adams. So Henry was the last member of our famous family after great-grandfather John Adams and grandfather John Quincy Adams to get national attention. Welcome, David.
It's good to be with you, Eileen. Thank you.
Thank you. So before we talk about your book briefly, can you tell us a bit about yourself and your background?
Yeah, I grew up in the Midwest, and I did my education out in the Midwest. And when I was in graduate school, I was interested in American intellectual history, social and cultural history. And so that drew me into a number of books and ideas. And that's eventually how I came into contact with Henry Adams, through those books and ideas. For the last 20-some years, I've been teaching at Elizabethtown College in Pennsylvania. And I enjoy it. It's a great atmosphere, small classes, opportunity to really get to know and engage with students.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know Henry was a historian as well, right? So you must have connected with him in that way.
He was an historian, and on a couple of levels. He taught for a few years at Harvard, but he didn't really want to be there. And he quit as quickly as he could. He was there for about 7 years. And I think in a more important sense, he wrote a tremendous history of the United States in the early republic. And it's still a classic to this day. And that's his real work, I think, as an historian.
Okay. And that's kind of why you decided to write about him, to kind of expand on that.
Yeah, the family obviously is known as a political family, as it should be. But what attracted me to Henry Adams was, I think when I first read parts of the education of Henry Adams for an assignment, actually, when I was in school, and it just drew me in. And he was, I learned an historian, a poet, a novelist. So it was really the literary Henry Adams that drew me into the project.
And I know a lot of our patrons and viewers who are going to be joining us in March are curious about the connection Henry has with our town, Quincy. Did he live here often, like a lot, or?
He did. And in fact, Quincy plays a very important role in his thinking. Mm-hmm. It's the duality between Quincy and Boston. He associated Quincy with his grandfather's family, the famous Adams family, and Boston more so with his mother's family, the Brookses. And that's where the money was at. It wasn't with the Adamses, it was with the Brookses. And so for Henry, Quincy was where he spent his summers ambling about in the orchard of the famous house. One of the three, I think, Adams houses. I think there's three that you have in town. And he romanticizes Quincy quite a bit in the education of Henry Adams as being representative of a kind of simpler and even better America. And then he negatively contrasts Quincy to Boston. His parents are alive into the 1880s. He, despite living in Washington, D.C., yes, he kept coming back to Quincy.
Oh, well, it's going to be really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to learning more about this, because I read a bit about the political Adamses, but not much of Henry. So this is going to be really great, and I'm sure a lot of folks will be interested in this. So
I hope so. Yeah, he's a fascinating man.
Oh, great. Well, thank you so much for dropping in and give us a little preview. I can't wait to hear more. It's going to be, again, Professor Brown's program is going to be Monday, March 15th at 7. And you can see it on Facebook Live, YouTube, and on Zoom. And please check our events calendar at thomascranelibrary.org for information about how to join. So thank you.
Thank you.